Real talk, no BS. No scripts, no favors, no referee. What they won't say, we address it directly. Street news, street politics, respect the integrity. Real talk, no BS. Real talk, no BS. No filters, no cap, no sensitivity. From the corner to the courts, it's the recipe. If it ain't real, life don't mention me. It's for the blocks where the cameras don't stay, where the truth get buried under headlines and pay. We don't glamorize pain, we contextualize facts, put the story in order.
What's the deal? It's your boy Big LA, Real Talk, no BS. We back at it. Hey, look, Benjamin Crump went and sat down with the Art of Dialogue podcast. Go make sure y'all like, share, sub up with them. Got a lot of great content. They doing their thing. So now we're starting to get somewhere. You know, I guess, but we're gonna see. Benjamin Crump said we're getting somewhere, so we're gonna see what they talking about. Make sure you like, share, sub up, tell a friend, tell Tim I'll do it again. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos, shorts, demonstrations, or updates on Nolan Wells case again.
Ben Crump, happy to have you, my man.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure to be with you.
Ah, man, it's a pleasure having you. I mean, it's so much I want to ask you. It's so much I want to get into. I know you're a busy guy, so I don't want to take up that much of your time. Nolan Wells, for the people that's unfamiliar with that case, can you break that down?
Certainly. Nolan Wells was an 18-year-old Black teenager who, on 4th of July, was celebrating with his friends, and he went out on Horn Island. He went with his 3 other friends, at least what we have in the photograph, and they were young white teenagers. He was the only Black teenager, and somehow they all came back home safely on the 4th of July, but Nolan Wells did not come home. His mother, their families announced that he was missing. They were, out of their mind with concern. And then his body was found washed up on shore 2 days later, face down, dead. And so then everybody started to try to say, well, what happened? When you look at the videos, there were 300, 400 people out there. And what we've been saying, somebody knows something, somebody saw something. There was a young lady named Katie who said that, she was talking to Nolan, but then he got back on the boat with the people he came with, or got back on the boat with the boys. And the boys who were on the boat with him said, Nolan said he was going to stay behind with Katie, and that he was not going.
Can we get Katie to say that? I mean, like full, like not like that. Like you ain't got to show her face. Like, oh well, I guess that's tough, right? When everybody just want the answers of what's going on, and it ain't no definite nothing of nothing. I mean, they say she stayed back with Katie. Katie says she took off at a certain point and left him there. Somebody ain't saying the full story of something. We gonna see.
To go back with them. One of the things that has been bewildering is the fact that if he says he's going to stay behind, why doesn't an 18-year-old get their cell phone? If they're not going to go with the boat, why would they leave it with them? His mother, called his phone 3 times, got no answer after they started getting concerned. And it was when they did the Life 360, trying to say, find my phone, is when she found out that the phone were with the friends. And so her friend went to get the phone. And when they got the phone back, they discovered that there were a lot of Snapchat messages that were deleted. They also found that there were some texts deleted. So that was very concerning to them as they're trying to figure out, what happened to my child? Our child is dead.
And this coming from this your boy Big Alex.
We have no answers.
Yeah.
Nobody's telling us anything.
We're gonna dialogue. That's funny. The name of the show. That's funny. Not in the way of that, but the pun of what I'm saying. Why the only people that have been arrested ain't got really nothing to do with the case? I'll wait. We'll wait. We wait on everything else when it comes to this thing. Why the father ain't said as much as what I feel he should be? This is his child. I understand letting mom say what mom got to say, but you dad, bro. You dad, bro. If they don't want to make something shake for the mother, that's me. I feel that's when the father's supposed to kick in. Like, hey, man. Hey, look, something ain't right. What y'all doing? What y'all talking about? How y'all doing it? Hey, I need justice for my child. Make it make sense. And in my opinion, we gonna watch this. But I feel like the people that got the power to do something ain't doing too much of nothing. They not. It's Big LA. Real talk, no BS. I'm on this camera by myself. It's a whole lot that's not being done with the case. And I understand time framings. I understand this is and that's is. They've had cases where a lot more has been done and has been ended in a shorter span of time. From top to bottom, we see it. It's in our history. But hey, maybe it's something I ain't seeing. Maybe it's something I'm not here. I don't know. As a father, I just feel like it's a whole hell of a lot more that could be being done than what's being done. TMZ need to be ashamed of themselves. Y'all out here trying to make Nancy Grace look crazy. It's a diabolical situation. We're gonna get back to this content though.
And so it became just an incredibly painful ordeal for them trying to find out what happened to Nolan Wells. And then America became engaged in this matter because it wasn't adding up to anybody. He says, I'm going to stay behind, but he leaves his cell phone. He doesn't have his car keys. Well, if he's staying behind and you don't have any of that information, people are saying, did he stay behind? And so that becomes a question. And, obviously there's this CETO audio that comes out that people have did forensic audio engineering on it to try to see what was being said on the audio recording of the CETO kind of 911 type call. And it's in that call that people say they hear certain things. We have retained audio engineering experts to be able to decipher and to render expert opinions on the validity of the CETO 911 audio.
I done heard everything from Officer Tatum. I done heard everything from Officer Tatum say, cut the volume up, to people saying it's an AI call. Hey, look. Everybody got ears. Everybody know what they heard. Whether it want to be believed, perceived, or progressed on, it's two different things. The powers that be, know what's up. They know what's going on with this case. It's a reason for everything. You folks that's watching, please don't be fooled. It's a reason for everything. Everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens for nothing. Also, nothing here is new. Nothing on this plane that we walk across is new. Put that into perspective as we watch the rest of this.
That seems to suggest things about the presence of Nolan. And so we are trying not to speculate, we're trying to investigate, but we are asking questions that don't add up to us. And that's what everybody's been doing, because everybody says, how can this 18-year-old college football player who's in tip-top shape just go missing and nobody knows anything? Nobody's seen anything. And the sheriff within, hours after he was discovered, his dead body, they claimed that, that no foul play, accidental drowning is what they suggest. And his family are saying, we can't accept that when you make that conclusion without doing no investigations. And so what they want is a full, impartial, fair investigation into what happened to Nolan Wells. In our community, we see people investigated very zealously. And so we want the same thing for our children. We want them to zealously investigate this matter, just as if they would if the roles were reversed. And that's what I think has people in the minority community saying, hold on, we want to know what's on everybody's phone. We want to know social media, because all of that could become very relevant information as to what happened to Nolan Wells.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the woman that Nolan was hanging out with when he was at the island, Katie, her sister Gracie, came out and said that Nolan intended to go back to the mainland with his friends, right?
Yeah, there seems to be a conflict in what they're saying. They said he stayed with the young
Man, come on. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. All of a sudden, the sister got something to say. All of a sudden, the sister was there too. Come on, man. Whole time, ain't nobody said nothing about the sister. Now, all of a sudden, this 911 call come out. Now, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
lady. The young lady said no, he got back on the boat. And so, that seems to be one of the biggest issues that everybody is trying to figure out, as well as the independent autopsy where he had red discoloration at the back of his brain that was found in the second autopsy, and also the fact that the initial state medical examiner kept possession of Nolan Wells' throat. And we don't know why they did that. Our pathologist, Dr. Roger Mitchell, said,
come on, Crump. Hey, look, and at this point, I'm thinking that the cover up going from the bottom to the top, to the top to the bottom. Like TMZ out here looking crazy, getting all types of Swiss cheese holes poked into what they talking about. Benjamin Crump, you're a civil rights attorney, my guy. You a whole civil rights attorney, my dude. Make it make sense. This is homicide, right? It's criminal, right? How is it you the front runner with this? Have a team. But you the front runner. You the front face. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. All the mama wanted some answers. All the daddy wanted some answers. All the family and the community of people around, all they want is answers. Alleged this, supposed that, no foul play. How? Because just like Benjamin Crump said, that boy physically fit. Physically fit. So how? How? You're not, that little boy, I'm quite sure he's strong, play football, right? You're not just going to have your way with him. If you're trying to harm him, he's going to defend himself. He's going to. That like that's common sense, right? We're going to continue. This is wild.
When he was the chief medical examiner for the city of Washington, D.C., that they normally would do that it wasn't uncommon if they suspected that there might be some fracture or some compressions to the throat.
So after y'all did the autopsy, from what you know, what do you believe that was on the back of his neck?
We can't speculate. We know that we think Dr. Roger Mitchell should have the benefit of looking at all the autopsy notes and observations and photographs from the first autopsy, and then have, the state medical examiner be able to look at all of his notes from the second autopsy and try to work together to figure out what conclusions that they can draw from the autopsies, both of them. And then also waiting for toxicology. That becomes a factor in finding out the manner and cause of death. But Dr. Mitchell said, and this is a very, very important, he said, if it's a drowning, then that still doesn't answer the whole question of what happened to Nolan Wells, because he said then there are questions about, was Nolan Wells' condition of his body conscious or unconscious when he went into the water? Furthermore, he said, did he go into the water unforced or forced? He said all those things become factors.
Makes a lot of sense. And I know his friend Warren Hudson, he came out with an interview where he made a statement about how Nolan, he was drinking liquor on the boat. You heard about that?
Well, we don't know. We want the toxicologist to come. We know when you hear the CETO audio call, it appears that there was some intoxication. But again, toxicology can tell us that. And people's firsthand eyewitness testimony can tell us that.
All right. We're going to get up out of here on that one. Make sure y'all go follow the art of dialogue. Like I said, the content is hot. They always got some great content there. Can we get the toxicology report? Can we get the nailing stuff to the board? Is it all right that we start to get to these answers and get to quieting these things that are being so amplified by the fact of no answers? We're gonna see. In the means and in betweens, like, share, sub up, tell a friend, tell 10 more, do it again. Tap that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos, shorts, demonstrations, or updates on Nolan Wells' case again. Hey, look, in the means and in betweens, I rock with you.
Then we give it right back. Politics in the streets, streets in the system, same cycle repeating. Nobody really listens. We talk consequences, not rumors and clout. What happened, why it happened, who it really about. No gimmicks, no industry, hand on the scale. Just voices from the pavement trying not to fail. Every episode pressure, every word got weight. We don't chase controversy, we document fate. If the city feel intense, we unpack it clean. No sensational spins, just the truth in between. Real talk, no biz. Real talk, no biz.